In the current scenario, if you want to grow in your career, communication plays a very crucial role in your career, right? And if you are talking about communication, spoken English is one of the major part of communication. I have seen my students, they come up with this issue repeatedly that, ma'am, I have tried a lot, I have done a lot, but somehow my spoken English is not improving. Are you someone facing the same issue in your life? Hi, this is Lopamudra. I'm a career growth coach and a communication expert. In this video, I'm going to share with you 6 different reasons probably you are doing. That is the thing, your spoken English is not improving. But before moving on, I will request you to subscribe my channel by pressing the bell icon if you have not done yet, and go through the entire thing. And when I am sharing all these points, all those reasons, try to find out which one is yours. Don't forget to mention that in the comment box immediately, because when you confess, there is a high chance you will come out of that situation very easily and you will be growing in your career. I want you to grow in your career. I want you to improve your spoken English as well as communication skill, so that you actually achieve the desired growth in your life and may all your dreams come true. So, are you ready for that? Let's move on with the 6 reasons majorly why your spoken English is not improving. Number 1, lack of practice. See, practice is the only guru mantra. For anything you want to do, practice is the most valuable thing. The more you practice anything, the more polished you will be. Same with spoken English. If I'll go back to our own mother tongue, how we have learned our mother tongue. We have heard that language since the beginning of our life. People around us, our family members, they were talking in that language, and we started talking to that after listening to them after a certain period of time. Maybe probably at a age of 1 year or 1.5 years or 2 years, we started talking well in that particular language, and the fluency probably came after 1 year or so, after talking that language much. Similarly, English is just a language. Try to understand that. So the more you practice that language, the more you will talk in that language, the more you will speak in that language. With practice, your fluency is going to improve. So are you actually practicing English every day? Are you dedicatedly giving certain time, maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour every day to speak English and practice that language? If you are not doing that, that is probably the reason your English is not improving as in terms of spoken English. So do give some time to practice spoken English if you really want to improve that. From today, promise me, you are going to spend at least 30 minutes dedicatedly every day to have that practice, and you will be improving your spoken English. Second mistake, fear of making mistakes. We are ultimately human beings, na? Human beings will do mistakes. As simple as that. When God has also come and when He was born as a human, even he or she, the God and Goddess, they also did mistakes. So it's not a very big deal. Don't ever afraid of making mistakes. When you were a small child, I will try to recall you your old gold days. When you were a small child and you started walking or started standing, in the beginning phase, you were not able to stand properly, you were not doing the things in the right way. When you started writing A, B, C, D and all that, you were not able to write all the letters well, properly, in that particular line frame and all that. Your handwritings were not good. The spellings, when you started writing, your spellings were not going proper, right? But in course of time, with those mistakes you have learned, and gradually you became probably an improved version of yourself, right? I always say mistakes are one of the best teachers you can ever have. So don't ever have that fear of making mistakes. I will rather say love to make mistakes. The more mistakes you will be making, that will be in your mind that last time I have made this mistake, so next time will be more conscious about. So don't ever afraid of making mistakes. Just move on. Move on and give it a try. You can speak good English. It's very easy. Third mistake, lack of exposure to native speakers. if you know some native speakers and you are hearing to them when they are talking in English, that will help you in knowing the different pronunciations, knowing how to frame the sentences and words, and that is going to really help you to frame your things in a right way and speak English in a better way. So till now, if you are not doing this, don't ever make this mistake further from now onwards. Always dedicate some time to listen to some native speakers. Find out some native speakers who are good at English and speaking well. Dedicate 15 to 30 minutes per day to just listen to them with a focused approach, with a right and focused approach. So when you will be listening to them actively and focusedly, gradually you will learn those things and you will adapt the style and you will create your own style to speak English, and you will come out with in a better version of fluent spoken English of yourself, and you will love that version. I will just promise you. Fourth mistake, limited vocabulary. See, if we don't know the words, how we will be able to frame proper kind of sentences, right? So we need to improve our vocabs to speak English well. So how to improve the vocabs? There are different ways. We can go through reading different kind of books and magazines where we can grab new terms, new words and new phrases, new sentences. So we will be somehow our brain will be having that kind of exercise to frame sentences and different words and frame those things while talking. We can listen to people also, and there also we can have those vocabulary. Even by seeing different things we can have our vocabulary. So try to spend some time in reading certain books, maybe magazines, newspapers and all that, and if you are listening to some speakers also, that is adding value. So together you can improve your vocabulary, which will help you in improving your spoken English. Fifth mistake, not paying attention to the pronunciation. See, we will have certain kind of little bit of accent of our mother tongue probably. That's okay. That's completely okay. Don't try to copy others' accent, but be careful about the pronunciation that particular word is having. So nowadays it's very easy. Google is having everything. When you're putting any word, that pronunciation is also coming below that. So you can practice in that way also. We can utilize our phone to learn also. Unnecessarily by wasting time by social media stuffing and all those things, it will not add value to us. Rather utilize that time to learn. So improve your pronunciation, try to pay little attention on your pronunciation. So when your pronunciation will be good, your spoken English is also improving. So do this thing also. The sixth and last mistake, neglecting the grammar part. See, any language, the grammar is very important. So similarly, the English language grammar is also very important. So if you want to talk well and you want to be a good speaker having good spoken English, you have to correct the grammars also. Though I will say when in the initial phase grammar doesn't play that much role, but if you are speaking with proper grammar, that definitely is giving you additional weightage. The audience, they are feeling you more valuable, right? So try to improve your grammar as well. Go through different grammar books and try to learn those grammars and framing of sentences so that those things will be proper and your spoken English is improving. I am very sure by now you have identified the mistake you were doing among those 6 I have mentioned now, and you have already mentioned that in my comment box. And promise me in the comment box that you are not going to repeat that, and write what you are going to do now onwards to improvise on that and make your spoken English better. If you have not subscribed my channel yet, I will request you to subscribe my channel by pressing the bell icon. And if you are finding this entire content useful, don't forget to hit the like button. That gives me motivation to come out with more for you. And if you are again finding it suitable and helpful for any of your friend or anyone of your known circle, don't forget to share it with them also. Thank you so much for watching. Be connected.